Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Tuesday. Sorry about no episodes for the last couple of days. There's just literally been no news coming out, so I've just let it build up for 2 days to make enough for one episode. Jesus. Anyway, I hope you've all had a Merry Christmas, had a good Boxing Day. Now let's focus straight on the news. Ronda Rousey's status for the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view is up in the air because she'll be working on the movie Mile 22 through January. According to ProWrestlingSheet.com, the belief is that Rousey hasn't signed a WWE deal yet and is unlikely she'll appear on a WWE broadcast until that happens and her filming schedule is completed. With that being said, a surprise appearance is not being completely ruled out. I want to see her now. I want to see her win it. That'd be amazing. But then again, Asuka's in it. I want Asuka to win. In a recent interview with NewYorkPost.com, Kane talked about his Universal title match at the Royal Rumble. I have to take advantage of everyone that comes along. This might be the last one. I don't know. I certainly think the match at Royal Rumble is going to be special for me. I've been in WWE for 22 years, and that's a long time, and I think I still perform at a high level. But nevertheless, it's a long time, and I know I don't have many opportunities like this left. Caesar, I know we're not going to win, but best of luck, Kane. Best of luck, man. You could surprise us all. And then Coastal Championship Wrestling announced that former WWE diva Kaitlyn will be returning to the ring after a 4-year absence. The event takes place Saturday, February 10th. So, best of luck to Kaitlyn in her in-ring return. Maybe one day it'll be WWE, but best of luck anyway. And then the National Wide Arena in Columbus, Ohio announced the following matches regarding SmackDown branded Fastlane pay-per-view in March. It said the WWE Champion AJ Styles vs Randy Orton vs Shinsuke Nakamura vs Kevin Owens vs Sami Zayn in a fatal 5-way match for the WWE title. Plus Charlotte, Bobby Roode, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, New Day, Usos, Dolph Ziggler. Plus many more. Card subject to change. So, if they don't change the card, that would be your main event of a Fatal 5-Way. If that is your main event, that would be amazingly good for a match. So, we'll have to see where they go, and if that is the true main event, that'll be amazing. Then we have the unfortunate news to report that Dean Ambrose will apparently be out for 9 months. The Lunatic Fringe will be out for apparently 9 months. That's what Michael Cole reported. The successful funeral procedure was performed by Dr. Jeffrey Douglas in Birmingham, Alabama, which took around about 40 minutes. Keep in mind that WWE could exaggerate the recovery time as a way to make his in-ring return sound more impressive if he comes back sooner. They did this with Braun Strowman earlier this year. So keep in mind 9 months could end up being 3 in WWE's world. So don't take the 9 months as a literal. This is WWE doing an update, not Dean Ambrose doing an update. So it's up in the air, but either way, he'll be out for a minimum of 3 months, unfortunately. And then if you didn't watch SmackDown, watch Monday Night Raw last night, Jason Jordan and bloody Seth Rollins won the tag team titles. Ah! And Jason Jordan made history by doing that, by becoming the first person to hold the tag titles on NXT Raw and on a Raw/SmackDown brand. Because there's never been a tag team champion coming up from NXT that win. So that's pretty cool. Did he? Oh, he's won all 3. Yeah, he's become the first person to win all 3, SmackDown, Raw and NXT. Amazing accomplishment. Absolutely amazing. In a recent interview with TMZ.com, Jonathan Coachman talked about the rumours of Vince McMahon possibly reviving the XFL brand. He feels that it could definitely happen in 2018. Whatever it is, they're going to do it the right way, he said. I hope he has an idea what he's doing. I seriously do. And then the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore is currently advertising Brock Lesnar vs. Kane for a live event January 27th. The match will take place the night before the Royal Rumble and is being billed as the first ever one-on-one encounter between the two. Which is awesome. I cannot wait. That'll be amazing. I know we won't get to see it, but that'll definitely draw hype. And then in an interview with CBSLocal.com, former WWE and WCW star Buff Bagwell was critical of the WWE Hall of Fame. I 100% couldn't care less and don't mean that ugly. Let me give you the great answer why. Teddy Long is in the Hall of Fame, the total package, like Luther, that in a wheelchair that everyone in the world knows is not. Take those two, it diminishes the WWE Hall of Fame tremendously. Don't get me wrong, if I got in it, I'd be very proud and say I made it and here's my ring, but at the same time, if I don't get called by them, I won't lose an ounce of sleep over not getting into the WWE Hall of Fame. Okay, so you're telling me because one wrestler, Lex Luger, isn't in it, it makes it completely diminished because Ted Long got in and he didn't. Okay. Fuck off. That's my words. And Tommy Dreamer talked about working with Vince McMahon. If he had forgiven Paul Heyman and ECW for closing up shop, I forgave him and told him this. I forgave you for everything. I lost a lot of money. I lost my parents' money when he did his interview on Monday Night Raw, when he was like the general manager and got promo on Vince, and he said, I lied, I did everything I could keep the company afloat just like you would. Vince, and he cut this really, really great promo. When real promos aren't scripted, they are direct from the heart and their meaning, and remember, they're sitting and watching it and first crying, and then I was like, I get it, I especially get owning my own wrestling company now. Okay, and working directly with Vince McMahon. I worked alongside him, I worked in the office next to him, which has veins of coffee, because one, he never sleeps, he may be a vampire, and two, his office is always cold, so another way he could be a vampire. I got nothing but respect for Vince McMahon. I love him. His favourite part of working with in the WWE front office and who he had signed that did him proud. I hired a lot of men and women. That was my favourite part of the job. When I got to hire people and help them pursue their dreams, I hired CM Punk, Joey Mercury. I hired a lot of people who did me proud and did themselves proud. You need this business, someone to push for you, and I'm that kind of guy. Good. It's nice to know that Vince McMahon is a good man. We hear it from both sides that he's a tyrant, he's an asshole, he's a good guy. It's just all about perspective. He gets along better with some other people, but overall, I don't think he's a bad guy. I've never met the guy, but some people can have bad days. I can get that, but Vince is overall a very smart, intelligent, can be mainly friendly guy. And WWE is now reporting that Brian Kendrick was injured on this week's Monday Night Raw against Hideo Itami. We've just been informed by WWE medical staff that Brian Kendrick has suffered a fracture in his orbital bone, as well as a fracture to his nasal bridge. Now, these injuries were sustained at the hand of Hideo Itami by his GTS last night during Raw. Now, there's no word as of writing that Brian Kendrick, when he will return to the ring. Now, again, this could be storyline taking out, because it's WWE's reporting it. So it's hard to tell on the fence if this is just, we're trying to big up a storyline thing. So it's very hard to tell when it's a legit injury and when they're all just bigging up stuff for storylines. That sounds like a cool story. I've got a Brian Kendrick update. That was saying there's no update. We have just been told that Roman Reigns has received a $5,000 fine for shoving a referee, John Cone, last night on Raw. Obviously, that was storyline driven. So WWE have reported a storyline $5,000 fine. So he's not actually in trouble, but part of the storyline is he's been fined for shoving the referee to end the match. And tonight, AJ Styles will go one-on-one with Kevin Owens, which will be an awesome main event. And Kalisto is now back in action. He has not missed any time. He was at Monday night main event taping and beat Tony Nese. So spoiler for main event. Not like anyone actually watches that crap. Is there? Please don't tell me there's anyone actually watches that. Is there any more news? I've got a Flow Slam versus... Oh god, no, I'm not reading that. It's like 500 pages long. There was an update for the an update between Flow Sport and WWN lawsuit update. Where is it? What's the update? Let me see if I can find some sense. WWN sources have stated to PW Insider that they are filing a counter-suit against Flow Sports, but as of now it's not been filed, so they're planning to file a counter-suit. There you go. And that's been the Wrestling Newsroom. I do hope you've enjoyed this. That's been AJ Smiles. That's been my artwork finally back on the wall. I will catch you all in a minute for Tuesday Night SmackDown. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please give it a like. Please support me on Patreon. A link in the description below. Subscribe to more content, and I'll catch you later.